Hey everyone, my name is Ken. In this session, I will share with you how to get in the minds of your audience, your buyer, your prospect, or whoever it is. So it's get in your audience. It could be your audience. It could be your buyer. It could be your prospect, or whatever it is. How to get in the audience buyer's mind so that your message that you deliver to them, the presentation that you deliver to them actually resonate with them and it is relevant to them as well. Have you ever have this presentation that after you completed the entire presentation, you say, oh, the presentation is just so good. I can see from the eyes of the audience that I know I did a good presentation. And then you do the similar thing for another group of audience and you realize, hey, how come this time it doesn't work as well? Why sometimes it does? Why sometimes it doesn't? Why sometimes the message resonates with an audience and why sometimes the message just doesn't stick in the audience mind? And this is exactly what it is. How to get in the audience, buyer, prospects, audiences, buyers, prospects mind. And it's really literally the mindset of your audience. Many times when I was being asked to be part of a group of trainers, to train a group of people, and I will always be put on a WhatsApp group and there will be a facilitator who facilitate and the entire program, and I will be one of the speakers. And I can tell you, a lot of trainers would ask, trainers or helper, they will ask about, oh, the venue setting and so on and so forth. Yes, you need to know that. But almost after like 100 over messages, I usually don't look at it. I just browse through it just to know where is my speaking slot is going to be, who and what is the things that I want to share with them. And I roughly know the agenda of the day. So that's basically what I do, because there are so many WhatsApp group that I am in, and almost all the time on all the trainings that I attended, that I presented as well, and I trained in, no one ever asked this question. No one ever asked, hey, who exactly is the audience? What age group is the audience? What background does the audience have? What are they trying to achieve in the program? Almost always, no one ever, no trainer, no helper ever asked this question, which I think it is the most important question of all that you should ask whenever you are given a chance to present. Who is my audience? And it is really that important. But what exactly are the few questions that you can ask to actually get in the minds of your audience? And the objective of this entire thing is to help you to be able to build rapport with the audience and how to make every single time the presentation that you deliver actually resonate with the audience. And at the end of the day, whatever that you provide is relevant to them. And these are the 6 questions that I would ask whenever I'm given a chance to present. I will ask these 6 questions. And do you know what question are they? This is it. The first question I ask is, what is the number one outcome? The number one outcome. Not number 2, not number 3, not number 4. What is the number one outcome of goal that they would like to achieve this year? The key question here is number one outcome and this year. What is the number one outcome of my audience that they would like to, of my buyer, of the prospect would like to achieve this year? Not 5 years from now. This almost attend to the immediate goal of the person. So I'm going to give you an example of what is the number one goal. I was once given a chance to present or many times, or a few times, a couple of times that I present to help one of the licensor who actually licensed out this program called the Kids Public Speaking Training Program for educators. It's a train the educator program. So I was there with the founder trying to sell the Kids Public Speaking licensing program. And I asked this number one question: what is the number one outcome of the person who attended the free seminar? You know, it's usually how it works. There's a free seminar, and we give a 3 hours free training for the audience, and then if they're interested, they will buy up the licensing program. Basically, it's a sales pitch, right? But what exactly? Actually, this is applicable whether it's a sales pitch and whether it is a presentation that you are in. And I will create a few examples for you so that you can know how this can be utilized strategically in your presentation to build rapport, to resonate with your audience and make it relevant for them. So the question I asked, what is the number one outcome of this audience? So I know the group of audience that came to this free 3 hours presentation, they are mainly educators in other field, which means they own an education company, or they started an education company in, let's say, art and craft for kids, and they are trying to add kids public speaking. They are trying to license the program called Kids Public Speaking as one part of the module, or they might be in drawing class or music class, and they want to add kids public speaking, to license this kids public speaking program in their education center. So I know what is their number one outcome, I ask. So these are the few things that I think is the outcome. This you could actually do it through doing a survey. If you have a chance to do a survey, connect with the organizer and try to find out who exactly are the audience. So when I do this, I find out what exactly are the audience. I realize the number one goal of this audience they are trying to increase their income. They are trying to find a new business. Find a new business. What is their number one goal? They want to grow a business. They want to grow with their business. So I found out that most of the number one goal that they would like to achieve this year is to increase their income. They come for the free talk to decide whether they want to license this Kids Public Speaking Training Program in their own education center. Of course, their main reason is to increase their income or to increase their competitiveness. So these are their main goal. The second question I asked, you can see here, what are the top 2 to 3 frustration, hurdle or challenges that they face? So these educators, they have some challenges. So let me write down what are their challenges. The challenges is they are trying to figure it out. Figuring out. They face a lot of competition at the marketplace. Their business is stagnant. What else? What do you think is the frustration or the hurdle of these people? What are their frustration? No, they are figuring things out, or they spend a lot of time and effort, but there's no result. This is their frustration. Time and effort, but no results. They spend a lot of time and effort, but they got no results. It's frustrated, okay? So what are the third question I asked? The third question I asked them is, what do they value the most? So this is the top 2 or 3 frustration, and what do they value the most? And do you think their internal value is Getting more income? They want more money? Yes, they want license, but is that the real meaning? No. Most of them, yes, this increasing their income, increasing their wealth is one of the reasons why they are in this business. But there is a better reason, because they want the income so that they can have family time. They value their family time. If they are in some sort of kids education business, and they are in a kids education business, do you think family time is important to them? I think yes, right? And if they are in an education business, do you think personal growth is valuable to them? Yes, personal growth. All this information you can get through doing research online. Just go to a web page of a successful business who runs a kids education program, and you can list down and you can see that there's a reason why they always use back the same value that appeal to their audience. So you can do that, or you can just think off the cuff on a logical manner. If they are kids education business, don't they value contribution to the kids, so that it is a contribution for the next generation? Yes, contribution possible. It's a noble motive. Contribution is a noble motive. Yes. What do they value the most? What does the audience value the most? D. What they don't know that they need to know. What they do not know about that they need to know. What they don't know, but they need to know. Don't know, but they need to know. What do they don't know but they need to know in this business? So in that particular training, I am conducting a training for kids public speaking, trying to license this program, and I will tell them what do they need to know about kids public speaking training that they need to know, that they don't know but they need to know. What are they? So I have listed a few. One of them is they need to be good in marketing. They need to be good in marketing. Do they know about marketing? Yes, they know. But are they good? They are not good. So that's why they are here, right, at the licensing program, trying to figure out how to increase their existing business through licensing a program. But when after they license the program, they are worried whether can they get student or not. So they must be really good at marketing. So I know that these people are worried that they might not be able to get enough students. So their worries is they are not good at marketing. Not good marketing. Specifically, when they say marketing, are they not good in getting increased number of prospect, or increased number of students, increase the number of students? Are they not good in increasing the average spend per student? Or are they not good at increasing the frequency of the visit of the students? Because the more frequent the students visit, the more revenue it will generate. The higher the average spends per student, the higher number of students, the higher the revenue. Okay? What do they don't know about but they need to know? They also need to know this. They also need to know that in a kids public speaking training, as a trainer, you really do not need to be a very, very good public speaker. What you really need to know that the trainer itself just need to be patient and have the heart and passion for training kids. And that's really the truth of don't need to be a good public speaker. Many people think that in order to teach on a topic of public speaking, they themselves need to be good in public speaking. Of course, it's an added advantage if you're good at public speaking, but I can tell you, most likely for kids, the parents are really interested to make sure the teacher themselves have the passion, have the heart, and have the patience to teach my child. So that is really the need. They need to have patience, they need to have passion, and they need to have the heart to teach these kids. This is really what they don't know that they need to know. So, number E, what is the number 5? Fifth question I will ask. What they think they need to do to 10x their current status. What do they need to do to 10x their, in terms of to 10x their income? It could be their business, to 10x their productivity. Depends on what topic it is. It depends on what topic it is. Productivity, 10x their happiness, 10x their health, whatever it is. So it's up to you what topic you are in. You ask this question, what do the audience need to do to 10x their business? And I can tell you, in a kids public speaking, if they are educator, they always, or in any traditional business, they will tell you, I need to go online. I need to go on social media. I need to go online. Online social media marketing. They need to learn up social media marketing for them to 10x their business. Many traditional business right now are suffering or are facing a change in the marketplace because they are unable to figure a way to go online, to master the social media marketing so that they can 10x their business. Imagine an education center, which is a location-based business. It's what I call a location-based business. You can only serve so many people within a location. If you are in San Francisco at exactly the Market Street, or at exactly one location, you can only serve people within the vicinity. People from 50 kilometers wouldn't drive all the way to the center every single week. Similar, people from other would not fly in to come to the center every single week to send their kids. Parents wouldn't do that. Most people won't do that, and that's why it is a location business. The customers is only within that vicinity. And the only way for them to 10x their business is really they need to go online, they need to master social media marketing for them to reach out to more people. So this is what I think. So what do I need to do to 10x my productivity? I need, or 10x my health, I need to find buddy. I need to find a workout buddy. Or to 10x my productivity, I need to schedule. I need to put time and schedule my day every single day, something like that. So I don't know what is it for you, but for me, it is this: need to go online. They need to go online. The last question I asked: what have they tried in the last 6 months that work and doesn't work? What have they tried that work and doesn't work? And I can tell you these are a couple of things: C, D, E, F. That most likely, if they are educators, they have tried this before. And what I can tell you, they have tried flyers. They connect audience through WhatsApp. WhatsApp is a messaging app. They have probably tried some Facebook ads. They have probably tried some Facebook ads, but not effective. Not effective to the level they want it. To the level they desire. No ROI. Okay, they probably tried certain Facebook ads, but not as effective as it is. So these are the 6 questions that I would ask. What have they tried in the last 6 months? Which means it's recent that they have tried. Sometimes it works. Oh, I have tried Facebook ads. Educator tell me, I have tried Facebook ads. It works, but not to the level I want it to be. I don't know how to reduce my costs. I don't know how to increase or scale my campaign, whatever it is. So these are the things that I would do before I give a presentation to find out exactly, because you really want to know exactly, to get in the minds of your audience. You want to know them better than they know themselves. And if you achieve that, you really could build a rapport, you can resonate and relevant. So how do I practice this in a presentation? And this is the key part. How do we use this information and embed it in our presentation? So if I'm given a chance to present and I know all this information, this is what I would do. Okay? And ta-da! It is here. It is here. Okay, this is exactly what I would do. When I first started, I would say, when I was given a chance to present in front of these educators and trying to promote this licensing program, the Kids Public Speaking licensing program to them, I would tell them, just like some of you here, I'm trying to figure out if Kids Public Speaking licensing program is for me. And I'm also trying to figure out that I also know okay, I would say just like some of you here, I'm trying to figure out if this Kids Public Speaking is for me. You know, it's very challenging to be in the kids education business because if you're in the kids education business, you know for the last 2 years the business has been stagnant, and a lot of time the competition pops up here and there in the marketplace, and we spend a lot of time and effort and there's no results. But you know it is going to be rewarding as well if you know how to run the business. You know it's time to get over this eventually, to increase your income, to find a new business and grow your business and increase your competitiveness so that you can achieve what you value the most, which are family time, personal growth, and contribution to your student. You know as well as I do, to achieve that or to 10x your business, it is time to go online and to go on social media marketing and to master this skill once and for all. But you also know that you have tried flyers, you have tried sending WhatsApp and no response. You have tried Facebook and a bit here and there, but not as effective as you want it to be. You want to know how to scale a campaign. And many things that you try doesn't work. Before I enrolled in a Kids Public Licensing program, I thought that I had to be a good public speaker. But after I enrolled in the Kids Public Speaking Licensing program, I realized educators just need to have patience, passion, and heart for their students. When I enrolled in Kids Public Speaking, I do not know good about marketing, but now I know how to increase my number of students. I know how to increase their average spend, and I also know how to increase the frequency of their visit to achieve the dream that you have always wanted to achieve. And then I will go on to present what exactly is the Kids Public Speaking Licensing Program all about, covering all this, the 6 elements on getting in the mind of your audience. I hope you get this. I will do another maybe 2 more examples, 1 or 2 more examples, so that you know exactly how this can be used beside a sales presentation. I was once being asked to represent my department, to present in front of several departments for an orientation program, and I will share the experience to you exactly how I use these 6 questions to find out what is relevant to them. And many months after I gave the presentation, people walk up to me and say, "Hey, you are the guy who present that day, right?" I remember going to a restroom after presenting it for 1 week. I went to a restroom and someone walked up to me and say, "Hey, you are the one who present at the orientation, right?" In the bus, I was sitting in a bus and someone came up the bus and sit next to me. You know, we used to have a bus that drove us from work to home, right? Because it's about 40 minutes away from where I work. So they shuffle people from the city to outer town, and then from there they back home. And I remember sitting in the bus and someone walked up to me and said, "Ken, Hey, you are the one who present at the orientation, right? I was like, everywhere I go, people say they remember my speech. And the reason they remember my speech is because I have strategically used these 6 questions to find out what do they actually want. And I build a rapport with them, the message resonate with them, and create a relevance. Just to explain further here so that you know what strategy is being used here. Just like some of you here, I am trying to figure it out. This sentence sounds like very simple sentence, but there is a deep meaning in it. It actually builds rapport. It's saying me and you, we are in the same shoes before. Just like some of you, just like you. I am just like you. I'm standing up here giving a presentation, but I am just like you, trying to figure out. And this word, you know, you know, you know, you know, you know. I think that's about right. You know, no. Okay. This is a psychology. It's a technique that I use. This actually presuppose a presupposition that they know. They'll be sitting like, the audience will be sitting like that. Huh? I know it's going to be rewarding. Yes, I know. I know it's going to get over this eventually. Yes, I know. I know as well, to achieve that, I have to 10x my 9 is to do this. I know. I don't know whether they know or not, but my language presuppose them that they know about this. They will be nodding in agreement, and I can see from the eyes of the audience they are nodding in agreement because I have literally hypnotized them. Build rapport at the beginning to tell them you are just like them. Then you use the word you know here and embedded all these 6 questions to connect with your audience. And these are the actual way how you build rapport, resonate your message, resonate with them, and whatever you share is relevant to them. Hope you enjoyed this session. I will see you in the next session on a few more examples of this. Thank you very much.